All right, let's address the elephant in the room.
Bluetooth, that
It has been a slow start to the new year for me. Whether you've been following the Good Sis for a while now or are new here, I've been MIA. I know. So here's an update before I start posting my regular content, because if I don't, you will think I'm crazy. Here's the thing, I've been detached from all my social platforms, posting inconsistently for the last couple of years. I know this sounds weird, but I've been navigating my life in real life, and creatively, I've been navigating the feeling of stuck until now.
Hi, my name is Mombolwa. I have endometriosis, and this is my story.
I have endometriosis, not the relaxed kind, the excruciating pain kind. All blades, punches, chainsaws on the table. And I've been fairly transparent about my struggles with endometriosis, but not as transparent about the physical or mental toll it continues to have on me, especially this past year. If you have endometriosis or know anyone that has it, then you know it's chronic, progressive, debilitating, and disruptive. Sometime last year in March, during a Pilates class, I felt the strongest and wildest pain in my pelvic area, so I hopped in my car and drove myself to the ER. Not the most unusual thing for me, by the way.
How bad is it?
I contemplated not sharing this because my first thoughts were, who cares? Also, in Zambian culture, publicly discussing reproductive health is frowned upon, so I've had to be sensitive about what I share. Menstruation is a triggering word, even for me. It would be 8 months from March last year before they found a drug that worked for me. That entire process derailed my creativity, my plans for my YouTube channel, and my other social platforms. According to my research, the best treatment to date for endometriosis is surgery. And Lord knows you can only have so many of those. But also because it's recurring, the second best treatment is hormonal, as in birth control. So no, birth control isn't just used to prevent pregnancy. There's an overwhelming amount of birth control out there. And for the first time in my life at 30, when most people are getting off birth control, I began trying several pills, hoping that it would help my pain before switching to a higher dose multiple times throughout the day. Come close. There was a point last year while everybody was living their best lives and I was taking birth control 3 times a day. There is no such thing as one hormonal treatment that works for everyone. It varies from person to person. To find normal, you gotta try several different birth controls to find the one that works for you. And that made it worse for me before it got better. I had several ER visits and a couple stays in the hospital, more than I care to admit. Let's just circle back to the pills real quick. A humble yet honorable mention, not a single mood swing was had during this entire process. And the award goes to, these are the awards I accumulated in 2023.
Bluetooth, that sorta witty and jaded, but let's not talk about you. Your cloudy song.
Finally, in late October, while in the hospital, a breakthrough. After 8 long months, we finally found a birth control that works for me and I'm adapting to it. It's not great and the side effects are mortifying, and I'll explain more about this later, but this is the best that I have been in a long time. Don't get me wrong, 2023 wasn't no gloom doom. I was most proud of consistently working out last year, and I've continued to going into 2024. I guess I just needed a moment to recalibrate and figure out what's really important. Endometriosis is not going anywhere anytime soon for me or the millions of women who suffer every day. I've created a community for warriors in endo called Faces of Endometriosis, something I should have done a long time ago. I've had to remind myself that there is strength in cultivating a safe space to bring awareness to reproductive health in our communities. On Faces of Endometriosis, not only will I share my story, my struggles, maintenance, and coping mechanisms, I also plan to keep it an open platform so others can share their reproductive health stories as well. Thank you for all of you who checked in. I truly appreciate you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!
Blue to